Hey guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. I am really excited about today's video. This is the 2016 version. That's right, it is a used model of the AMG CLS 63. And I'm going to tell you what, I did not look up the performance numbers on this car before I took it out for my first drive. Basically driving over here to my filming location, and it really surprised me. This thing is a beast. 577 horsepower, 590 foot-pounds of torque, and we'll open the hood in just a minute. Of course, this is a 4MATIC, so it is all-wheel drive, so it pulls like you wouldn't believe. And let me tell you something. If you are not familiar with the AMG models of Mercedes-Benz, and maybe you haven't driven one, or maybe you've driven a brand new AMG at the dealership, there is no comparison to brand new and broken in. This model being broken in, it is fast. All the horsepower is available to put to the ground through the all-wheel drive system, and I'm going to tell you what, I am very, very impressed. We're going to spend a little bit of time with an exterior and interior tour, but the main thing I want to focus on is a test drive. Took a couple of friends out for a ride in this thing, and they were both very surprised at how fast it is. Let's take a look under the hood and see why it's so fast. I'm really glad the hood opens all the way on this one, like a lot of these Mercedes-Benz models do and have for a long time, of course, but that gives you a great view of this 5.5 liter V8, the bi-turbo power plant under the hood. And I already gave you the numbers as far as horsepower and torque, but I'll put everything on the screen one more time for you. But I'm going to tell you what, it is an experience to drive this thing. With all that 577 horsepower being put to the 4MATIC system through the 7-speed transmission, I'm telling you what, when that power hits the ground and you drop the throttle and those tires grip, it pushes you back in the seat nice and hard. Like I said, you'll get to see that in just a couple of minutes in the test drive. But wow, this thing is unbelievable. And of course, it's part of the one-man, one-engine program. Anytime you see the plate here with the signature on it, that means this is a hand-built motor by one person. A lot of care and meticulous work going into these AMG models. And that's one of the reasons why they cost what they do. It's starting to sprinkle on me just a little bit, so we're going to hurry up and finish our look at everything here. Of course, you've got those red brake calipers. Great look at the 19-inch AMG wheels. This thing is just beautiful. And for a 2016 model, even though it doesn't have the MBUX system and some of the later technology, the latest technology that you'll find on these models, you know what? I wouldn't care. If I was in the market for something like this right now, if I could buy this right now, I think I would, just because it is so much fun to drive. And just in the interest of fair reporting, I'll go ahead and just show you the trunk and give you the cargo space numbers. Of course, you can pull on the releases right here to lay flat the rear seats and maximize your cargo space, which actually those numbers are pretty good. And speaking of the interior, let's just take a quick look. Like I said, I want to make this nice and quick. Of course, you do have the frameless windows here. No frame around the windows on this model. Of course, the Dynamica here with the interior. I'm going to tell you what, very, very beautiful. Very well kept by the previous owner. And in case you're wondering what's in here, well, basically it's just a console right there. You do have the dual air conditioning vents, and a couple of one cup holder, I should say, really, unless I guess you could fit something really small right there. And a quick look here at the interior. Of course, you've got the lighted AMG door sill. I don't know if you can tell, it's actually lit and glowing right there. It's a little bit bright out here, but I can see that myself, and I'm not sure if the camera picks that up the same way. Got the aluminum sport pedals. You've got the dead pedal right there, and the parking brake. And like I said, this is a 2016 model, so it's not going to look the same as a lot of what we normally feature here on the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel, but I do like the size of the paddle shifters on this model. Of course, that's not a touch screen. Everything is controlled right here. That's how you control everything. And Of course, I can hit that back button right there to go to whatever I want to on the screen. Again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because I want to spend more time on the test drive than anything else. But here's how you change your modes right here. You've got a couple of different options here. Of course, I don't know if you could hear the exhaust change right there. I went into Sport Plus, and then you have manual mode as well. Pretty easy to figure out. And of course, you have the Bombay doors right here. This is what you had in 2016. And there are a couple of USB ports down there and some storage space. Dual zone climate control. But the main thing that I want to do is get out on the road and enjoy driving this beast. And of course, before I do my test drive, let me show you how my friends reacted when I took them out for a ride.
Oh man. That has got some punch, don't it?
Yeah.
Boy, it's got some pull, doesn't it?
It does. Man, you know, I think this thing almost pulls as hard as that Lamborghini we did a while back.
Yeah, I can say that.
Dynamic, I guess, in your manual shifting. It won't start stop thing.
What do you think? By the way, guys,
That was like fighter jet stuff.
this is a cop right here.
Wow.
I just stepped on it with a cop in the car.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? And one thing, let me say this while I'm thinking about it.
That's ticket writing stuff.
He's not in uniform, thankfully.
Different jurisdiction.
So here we go. We're going to launch.
My vision got blurred. Wow.
That is the best reaction I've ever had.
Wow.
Okay, guys, you've seen the launch from the perspective of the camera. Now let me let you see it from my perspective. And as you can see, I can't really do too much right now just because that truck's out there pulling onto the road, and I sure don't want to have any problems there. Just want to make sure I stay in front of the car that is coming up behind me. And we're going to get on down the road here real quick. I hope I didn't keep my head up too high for all you to have nothing but a view of the sun visor here. I apologize if I did, but I'm going to tell you what, guys, this thing is unbelievable fast. Yep, it's fast. You know, this is one of those things where I really wish I could just get it out on a track. You know, we need a track, a road course or something around Shreveport, Louisiana. If I could find a place to line some of these faster cars up against each other, kind of like they do on the Car Wow channel, I would do that. Because, I mean, it would just be awesome. It would be unbelievable to see what these things would do against each other. I'm telling you what, if you live in the Shreveport-Bossier area and you're looking for, or even just close by, and I know there's others available around, I'm sure in other areas, I'm going to tell you what, you should come check this thing out. The link for this model is down in the description on the dealership's website. So if you're interested, check it out. But we're just going to go on down through here just a little bit. Boy, that is just unbelievable. And like I said, guys, if you have never had the chance to go out in an AMG model, especially one with these V8 motors, when it's broken in, there is a difference between brand new at the dealership and broken in. It really is tremendous. In fact, with that red GT63, the 2020 model that I've done a couple of videos with, the first time I had that one, it was not broken in. The second time I did, it was, and the difference was unbelievable. I mean, this is just awesome. This car is handling so well. Wow. The only thing missing is the exhaust crackles. And maybe I just don't know how to get this one to do that quite the same way as some of the other AMG models I've driven, or maybe the exhaust just isn't set up for that. Sometimes that happens. It doesn't get as good of an exhaust crackle. From what I understand, the best exhaust crackles on these AMG models come because of a shorter exhaust, and there might be some other things you can change, the downpipe or something like that, that would make a difference in that area. But I'm going to tell you what, I don't think I really have to say too much about how amazing this model of the Mercedes-Benz is, the CLS 63. My goodness, this thing is so much fun to drive. That's why I wanted to spend the majority of my time in this video on the test drive, just so you could hear my reactions, see my friends' reactions. I'm talking with my hand a lot. You know, I talked about, if you saw my video on the Range Rover Sport and the motion sensor that used to be available for opening the shade for the sunroof, well, if you talk with your hands a lot like I tend to do, I'll try not to do that anymore in this video. The reason why they did away with that was because people just were having too much trouble unintentionally opening that, using the motion sensor to open that sunroof shade. Oh my goodness. Wow. I could just do this for the rest of the day and just keep filling this thing up with gas. This is so much fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I'm telling you what, man, if there's someone out there that wants to give me something cool to drive, I'll take this. Right now, I'm just working on building the channel up, and on that note, guys, I have to say a very special thank you. November of 2020 is the best month I've had so far, and I am just so excited about what this is going to allow me to do. I'm going to say by June or July of 2021, it's going to be very interesting to see what vehicle or vehicles I have purchased for Vehicle Visionary, because wow, this is just unbelievable how much fun I'm having. Wow, the acceleration is just unbelievable. I don't want to just go on and on and on, guys, but again, thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. It's really starting to pay off in a big way, and I just can't wait to see. I'm going to be getting a house car. It's not going to be too long from now, like I say, possibly the middle of 2021 at the rate things are going. So keep watching these videos, guys, and keep telling me what you want to see, because I will make that happen for you. And again, I really appreciate your support. I appreciate my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Shreveport and everybody who supports what I do. But of course, for the use of this model today that we've taken a look at, and man, it's just so awesome to be able to play around with these cars. So guys, I appreciate your time, and I'll leave you with one more quick pull before I end the video. Have a great day. See you next time.